The Grim Reaper Gamers are a 25 and over gaming community with members spanning the globe, playing games across all genres, but our roots are in first-person shooters. Bring your thick skin, drink of choice, and grab your controllers. GRG members are on nightly with official community nights every Wednesday. And now, it's time for the ReaperCast. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grim Reaper Gamers ReaperCast. It is episode number 50.
Yay!
Yay! Which is about 49 more episodes than we thought we'd get out of this thing.
You guys sound like you won the Special Olympics.
Yay! We are GRG.
GRG, yay!
Hey, the fact that anybody stuck with this thing for almost 2 years is, by the way, episode 50 also means we're probably about 2 or 3 episodes away, I think, from our second anniversary.
So does this make me no stranger to podcasts?
Oh, you're strange, all right, but I mean, not to podcasts, but it's so the big episode 50 extravaganza. Let's go around the horn, introduce familiar faces, although we're on audio. Whoops. Going around the horn. Next up, the co-host of the ReaperCast. He is in his little supply closet in parts unknown. I hope you have that mic monitoring thing set up and straightened out and getting a little scruffy there, buddy. Jammer, how the hell are you? What you drinking? What you playing?
I have a Sam Adams light, and I'm glad that you got the note about wearing baseball shirts tonight, since we both have baseball shirts on. Unlike
Christmas,
other people around. I'm a little excited. I'm excited to be on the 50th episode. A little disappointed because I would have liked to, bring back some past guests and some, more entertainment for me for the show. But I've been playing a lot of Elite Dangerous. I'm a professional FedEx space delivery boy for PC and Xbox now. That's my life. Shorts? I have really tight brown shorts, and I make sure.
Joke? Did we use that joke last show?
I don't know. I don't remember what I talked about. What do you think? I prepare for this stuff?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
But I'm doing great.
Our third chair is getting redder by the second as we say that shit.
Pics for the shorts. You need pics of the shorts.
Only once I see Kahura's ass.
In the third chair, getting redder by the second as we talk about not prepping for the show. It is the grimmest of all Reapers. I got to find some other material for you. I've been using that one way too goddamn long. If you could see him on video, he'd have the toilet cups right in behind him. But Lala Calamari Jack, how the hell are you? What you drinking? What you playing?
I am currently drinking Damnation from Russian River Brewing Company. This is liquid happiness. That's all I got to say about this. If you can find this beer at your beer store, pick it up. You'll be a happy person. It's incredible. It's my favorite beer. In celebration for the 50th episode, which I was kind of hoping to go video, but that didn't work out. So
we barely got audio going today.
And we all have faces for audio except for Greg, so it's all good.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
So if the drink is pure happiness, right? Just like a cold air and warm air, that generally is tornadoes and stuff. So like when you go to take a drink between your grumpy and hatefulness and the happiness of that, is there like a storm brewing like right before you sip it?
I'm not grumpy. I'm the happiest person in the clan.
Okay, I had it wrong then.
Yeah, that joke went a little too long.
A little too much setup on that.
So, yeah. I'm currently playing Battlefield 1 as usual. Just the other night we had our community night, and I did a 360 no-scope with my Lewis machine gun and shot a pilot out of the sky. Actually, there was no 360 no-scope, but I did shoot a pilot out of the sky, which is pretty fucking cool. And I'm Elder Scroll. I'm out there PvP in an Elder Scrolls Online and having a good time with that.
Well, by the way, just for the record, this beer, this liquid happiness that Jack is drinking, he is such an elitist. His beer has a freaking cork on it, for God's sakes. I mean, the rest of us have bottle caps as peons.
Dude, this stuff, this is actually not that bad. It's only 7.75 alcohol by volume, but it's a Belgium style beer. I'm telling you, I highly recommend. If you listen to anything I say, if this is the only thing you listen to me, you'll be so happy. Buy Damnation. Do yourself a favor. Enjoy life.
That's probably, I don't think that's in my region. So,
does it come in like a 4-pack or is it a 6?
A single.
Single?
A single for $6.
Jesus.
$6.
Yeah.
Well, GRG fund spent at its finest.
Your donations at work, Reapers.
Thanks, Quantum.
Hey, Quantum's paying for web hosting. That's 4 months right there.
No, that was really
Thank
generous.
you, Quantum, for that donation.
Yes, thank you.
Very,
Quantum.
very appreciative. Appreciated.
And to round it out in the fourth chair, making a return, coming in to fill things out, give us a nice even number in his own little corner of the world. And what I mean by corner is by looking at his camera pick, his desk is literally in a small corner, it looks like. I don't know if that's just the angle or what, but the man who actually does all the shit in GRG with the site, Grex, what's up, buddy? What you drinking? What you playing?
Hey, how's it going? I am drinking Sam Winter Lager tonight and playing Battlefield and Titanfall 2. So keep going with those Monday night Titanfall gigs. We've been getting a good turnout with those. So usually getting a good room size, full room for private lobbies. Definitely filling out public lobbies and stuff like that. So it's been fun.
Awesome.
A good note with Titanfall is also it's very Lala free for the most part. So you can always play that game if you like Lala free game.
I did play Monday night. I got one full game in before I rage quit and turned it off.
Well, I am drinking what's become a usual for the show, the Devil's Gap from Kincaidor here nearby in Broken Bow. And the nice jalapeno ale. Yeah, Jack's showing the cork off.
Broken Bow?
Broken Bow.
Is that a town?
That is a town.
Oh, Kimosabi. I go to Broken Bow.
Hey, make a great fucking beer. I don't care. And playing Battlefield and Elite.
Well,
in between sessions of ARC.
Well,
yeah, come on. I wouldn't exactly say you're playing both or either.
I'm playing them both.
Sure.
Did you get to one destination last night? Did you complete a mission?
Oh, I got to a lot of destinations, just never the one I was trying to get to.
I should record him talking to me there. I think I'm supposed to go. Well, it says I can't go there.
Well, I found the jumps, but then I got to find the sensor. I got to get the sensor. I got to go to the other station, find the sensor to.
Well, here's the problem.
Detect the place.
I can fix the problem for you right now. See, what happened is because your ship had just been sitting parked for so long, they stripped you of parts. So you're missing proper pieces to get you to where you need to go.
So you're saying I had no landing gears? It was just up on blocks?
Yeah, basically. Your hubcaps are gone and everything.
All right, let's anyway, let's talk about community nights. We've got events going on at GrimReaperGamers.com/events, and also check our forums at forums.GrimReaperGamers.com. Going over the list, we've talked about Titanfall 2 night. That's every Monday night with Grex, our fourth chair, hosting. Community night has a lot of Battlefield going on last few weeks, isn't there? I mean, we've had full party rooms.
Yeah, we're actually past full party rooms. We had
waiting.
The full party room. We had people waiting, people in games. We had probably about like 25 people in the one game, the last couple of Wednesday nights. It's nuts. I can't believe it. What's even scarier, what really just boggles my mind, is just seeing all the GRG names at the top of the scoreboards. I just don't understand how that's happening, but somehow GRG does well at Battlefield.
Have you seen how all the blues do when you're in a squad of GRG, and then you look at all the blues running around like a bunch of damn chickens with their heads cut off? It is not hard to understand why we're top of the leaderboard. But anyway, got to play the
objective.
Yep. PTFO.
Mm-hmm.
So great turnout. It's getting to be like the old Call of Duty days.
It's been a lot of fun.
We actually experimented like last night, and I was running an elite room just for something different, but the majority of people were all in Battlefield, even players that were elite players. So that seems to be like how the Call of Duty game used to be for us, which we could talk about a little bit.
And I would say it definitely is because, the parties are now 16 where they were 8 before. 25, that'd be 3 parties. We used to have 3 rooms easily back in the day with Call of Duty. So, yeah, it's getting to be a hell of a lot like Call of Duty. Friday got some alternating Battlefield 1 and Titanfall on Friday nights.
Yeah, they're sort of just pickup nights, just kind of, free flow. Someone just hop in someone's party and go.
Well, Drunken Fridays are a popular night for a good shooter, so get out, relax, have some fun. Sunday driving, Forza Horizon 3, Beers and Lala hosting Sunday night the 22nd. Looking forward to this one.
Yeah, this is a good night. If you're in the Forza racing games, definitely come on, hop on board, run a few races with us. You'll easily beat us. We all suck. I can't seem to make any checkpoints. Last week I was a little too drunk when I was driving, and I completely missed everything. What we're looking for this week, we're trying to narrow down some races, pick a few classes. So if you're interested in this, check the forums. Please let us know what you want to race. You want to do like a muscle car race at a certain class level, let us know. We'll see if we can set that up. Because I want to kind of get a few races where everybody kind of brings their own car. Like maybe if I'm bringing like a Chevelle and Johnny's bringing an Impala, just kind of bring your own ride to the
I'll bring
race.
a Pinto.
Yeah, I don't want everyone racing the same, the same BMW or the same Audi or something. I want everybody kind of be able to have their choice. And I mean, it's just for fun. We're fucking around, and it's a good time. It's a lot of fun.
All right. Also, every other Thursday on alternating Thursdays, we usually record on Thursdays for the ReaperCast. On the other nights, we have digital hosting Rocket League, and man, that was a blast last week. The Rocket League pantsless Rocket League, I believe, is what he calls it.
No, I labeled it that because I thought it was kind of funny. But digital around the Rocket League room, we had a full party going, the full 4v4. And I cannot hit that goddamn ball to save my life. I don't even understand that game. I try, and I miss every fucking time.
Rumble was a blast with all the extra power-ups and stuff. That was fun.
Yeah, it was a good night.
That was the first time I'd played that mode.
I'm looking forward to the next one.
Yep. So a week from tonight, Madden tournament on the 31st, end of the month. We're going to have a Madden tournament. Forums have a sign-up over there. Digital is going to be hosting one-night tournament, kind of end football season with a big one. And to be determined, Jammer's going to be hosting some elite nights in the near future. Be looking on the events calendar in the forums.
Yeah, we had a pretty successful one on. It was one of these days. This past week we did one.
We could go Tuesday, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't remember what the hell it was, but yeah, we have a really good number of elite dangerous players now. None of us know what the fuck we're doing, minus like Grumpy and a few others. But just don't ask me questions when I host that night. I won't answer you.
Grumpy has what, like 5 or 6 hours in that game?
Just a few.
Yeah.
So Johnny level. Yeah.
Johnny.
He dipped his toes in it.
But yeah, he dipped his toes. Yeah. But yeah, we have a pretty decent number of people interested in the game. There's a lot to it. So,
well, you guys like delivering space fleshlights from one solar system to the next, right?
Dude, even people in space need to get off.
My spaceship is floating in space.
In space, no one can hear you. Never mind.
No one can hear you fap.
Yeah, dude,
that's one way
noise.
you go. And then I'll be hosting sometime in the next week. I'm going to be hosting another GTA night. Got some stuff dropping, I think, next week. And it's time. We got some other folks that got GTA with the sales. It's time to get some more GTA going. Get another monthly night going on that. So always a good time when you got a private room at GRG. So check the events calendar, grimreapergamers.com/events, and obviously forums.grimreapergamers.com. Gaming news. The big presentation, what was that, a week ago? I think it was. Yeah, just about a week ago. Nintendo unveiled the Switch finally. I don't know about you all. I found it underwhelming. I know Beers is all over this thing. 6.5-inch screen, Joy-Con controllers that can be detached that are expensive as shit if you lose them or break them. Just about everything on this thing's expensive as shit. It can $399, I believe, for the console itself. Like the Pro controller's $70. Joy-Cons are like 50 a piece or 80 for the set. You can't charge the Joy-Cons unless they're hooked up, or you could buy an extra cradle for them, which is another $30. This thing's nickel and diming the piss out of everybody. Zelda finally comes out for the Wii U and the Switch on the release day of the 3rd of March. I don't know, guys. I'm not feeling it. I think this is Wii U Part 2.
Hold on, let's wait.
There's nothing special about it. All the hardware is, whatever. It's middle of the road kind of hardware. It's nothing fantastic, but they're basically playing the same game they did with the Wii U. It's for the people that are not crazy about specs or not. I don't know. It's even detached from the console gaming folks.
They're still trying. Like, they captured such an audience with the Wii because the Wii became a second console. So it's very clear that they don't care about being the main console. So they don't really want to compete necessarily with Xbox and PlayStation. They just want to make a device that's different that you'll pick up and it'll be your second. So you have an Xbox and this, or PlayStation and this. That's why Wii was so successful. It wasn't anybody's main console, minus people that weren't traditionally gamers.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
everybody had one.
Well, I think their aim isn't for us hardcore gamers, obviously. What they're shooting for is more the casual gamer market. I mean, look at games on the mobile phone, like how they sell, like Candy Crush and all that nonsense. They're aiming for that market. So where something like, and they're just looking for that type of person to play the games. I just don't understand. I look at the Wii U and the lack of support it got. I'm like, what third party support is this going to get? Like, that's like my main concern. Like,
so far, outside of the usual, like Square Enix and a couple of those others that make a lot of JRPGs, Japanese game makers, third party, EA committed to FIFA. That was all they mentioned. Bethesda showed Skyrim, which was not the HD edition, not the remastered. It was the old edition. So you got a 6-year-old game coming to the console. And I guess, yes, it's handheld, but I mean, I just don't see. And now breaking today, Zelda is going to be the final first party game for the Wii U. So that system's dead in the water after March. That thing's done. There's no third party support whatsoever for that. It doesn't even get shovelware anymore. So that's the thing I'm worried about with this thing. I didn't see anything that said more third party support like they had been talking about previously. It seemed to be about the same as the Wii U got.
Which wasn't much. What I find interesting is the actual hardware. They're going to it has 32 gig base memory, and you can upgrade it to 128. I'm not sure what that was about, but the
SD card slot.
Yes, the micro SD card slot, and it's going to use cartridges. They're going back to cartridges.
Yep,
which I thought was pretty cool.
It almost sounds like you're reading notes.
I am reading notes.
Oh, okay.
But
now, one note on the expanded memory, the SD cards. It does handle the SDX. What is the XDXC?
Yeah.
Standard, which does go up to 2 terabyte. Now there is no such thing as a 1 terabyte, much less 2 terabyte card, but that's what the standard apparently can support. So eventually, someday, if they come out and they're not ridiculously priced, it will be able to handle 2 terabytes.
I think most importantly, John, is what is your opinion now? Are you going to purchase this console?
No chance.
Okay, so let me mark down episode 50. Okay, so that way when you do buy one, I can know which one to go back to.
Nope.
I think it's
if I buy Zelda, it's for the Wii U, which was what it was originally freaking promised when I bought that damn thing. I might get that. Otherwise, I might just scrap the damn Wii U. I don't know. I'll give it to the kids. Fuck it.
I think the concept is kind of neat. Like it's kind of like the tablet where you can give it to your kids to play while you're watching TV or doing something else. They're not hogging up a TV to play their console.
Mm-hmm.
And then what was kind of interesting was if you go over to your friend's house, like it has like the ad hoc like Wi-Fi network. I think they can connect. They said they can connect 8 of the devices, I guess, automatically. Yep. So if you go over if all your friends have it, all the kids have it, and they're playing Pokemon or whatever, or Mario Kart, I think you can just go sit in the living room and play, and it just automatically connects, and they can see each other. I thought like stuff like that was kind of neat about this, and was probably the most interesting part of it. I thought that was too. I thought that was too, except for then they started talking about this network where they said it was where they said that you had to use your smartphone to communicate. You can't even communicate using their network through the console. You have to use a smartphone.
That's always been they have never gotten that down. I mean, they had the stupid friend
But now
codes.
you
I
gotta
don't even
pay
know how
for
to
it.
Wii U. I do want to also note that I will probably put a poll in the forums at some point of 3 months or under as the 3 months as the over under when John buys his Switch.
Well, I guess technically never's the over. So
You've lied before.
Shit,
I have no interest. I have zero interest in this console. I had minimal interest before the presentation. The presentation was a disaster. It was probably worse than the Xbox E3 2014 for the Xbox One unveiling. And probably not quite as bad as the PS4 Pro unveiling that they had. But I mean, it was such a disaster. It was terrible.
It was boring.
It was awful. I mean, I just sat there thinking, God, somebody actually came up with this shit. Man, you complain we're not prepared. Nintendo wasn't even prepared for an unveiling. Anyway, so that's it with the Switch. We'll see what happens in the next few months. I guess Beers maybe can give us a review on it. But
Is Beers that somebody hacked Rex's Skype? Lala's hacked Rex's Skype because we're getting messages that normally Lala would say.
I'm telling you, you guys think I'm the evil person in GRG. Rex is the man behind the curtain.
Well, I understand. He wants to move it along because he's got a Kahura to get back to.
Probably going to take the IROC out for a spin. All right. Other news. Path of Exile for Xbox. Jack, I'm going to turn this one over to you. You've been handling this one here of late.
I've been handling. I posted a video of it. God damn you.
That's more than I've done.
I've never played the game. No, I just saw that today was announced that Path of Exile will be coming to the Xbox. This game looks like it's Diablo 3 on crack. I mean, it just looks so much more advanced. I'm kind of interested in playing it. I remember seeing the skill trees that you can create for your character, and it looks like a goddamn spider web. I mean,
yes.
I'm going to go and have to go look up builds because it is just way complex. I mean, it's nuts.
I played on PC for a while. It's a fun game. A lot of people like it better than Diablo.
Yeah.
Diablo was more polished, but this has just so many more added extra features and add-ons, and plus it was free. So it's free to play. So it's a super fun game.
That's where they really got you. And I haven't played it probably a couple of years, but the inventory management was a pain in the ass. And part of that was because they wanted you to buy more slots for inventory. So if you take a bow, it doesn't go into like one little box. Depending on the size of your item, it might take up like 4 boxes.
Okay,
So
like Borderlands management.
yeah,
it was Borderlands. Diablo did the same thing. Depending on the size of the weapon, it took up more spots. Yeah, and with Path of Exile, they wanted you to buy more storage space so you can hold more crap. So, yeah, you didn't carry around the big stuff. You tried to drop that off somewhere else.
Yeah. Good old free to play right there.
Well, I wish they would just give you like a $20 buy-in or a $30 buy-in. So you can buy in, you can get like the basic convenience items right off the bat. And then I'd be okay with something like that. Release this for $30. Get your bank slots
they might
you
do
need.
that for console. It'll be interesting to see how they port it over and what they include and how far behind or if they're going to keep in line with what comes out on PC.
it's still a highly played PC game too. And this is yours. It's been on PC.
I think this would be a fun game to play with a group of GRG. Set up like a Path of Exile night, run through some dungeons and whatnot.
Well, we do have a push for some free to play. Some of these free to play like Roblox and what is it?
Warframe.
Yeah, a handful of those. I think Enyo put up a poll on the forums about that.
Yeah,
Trove, that was the one I was thinking of. So, yeah, there's a push to get some free to play out there. Just more options for you at grimreapergamers.com. The other one, Division, unveiled their last DLC expansion. Looks pretty interesting. The big thing I noticed was the 8 versus 8 PvP in the Dark Zone. That could be some interesting stuff. A little more like Conquest or that type of game mode.
Well, the person you want to ask had to get up and leave because he's got more important things to do, like take a piss or something, I think. I don't know anything about that game. I can make stuff up if you want. It's a game that you play on the console, and it's free.
It's free.
Oh, I don't know. I'm making shit up. Rex is the one
Division is not free, dumbass.
This is one of the things you get for the DLC nonsense that we paid for. This is half the reason why I'm not prepaying DLC. I've done after Division. I'm done.
Hold on, Rex. Can you please let everybody know what you had to do?
No, that's okay.
Anyway, we're talking Division's Last Stand DLC. The Dark Zone's doubled in size roughly. More PvP focused. The probably or possibly no rogue status in the north section of the Dark Zone itself. Last Stand is the objective-based PvP 8 versus 8, 3 tactical zones, domination style. Domination wasn't conquest. Queue up solo or up to groups of 4, spawning close to players on your team. A little bit of gear normalization, ranking, and the like. So a little bigger player versus player type of aspect to this one than the previous.
I do like. I mean, that game came out March last year, so I mean they're still working with it.
Well, they should because they had people buy DLC. I mean, I bought DLC. I mean, they owe me DLC.
Well, I bought No Man's Sky. That didn't go too well either. So
did you buy the DLC for it too? I mean,
who knows? I don't even know what I got from those promises.
It should be interesting because I'm kind of hoping they. And it's hard for games like this is to like nerf there's one main build in this game. It's just like Alpha Bridge build that you can basically nuke players down a second. I kind of hope they nerf that a little bit, or at least allow you the ability to have several different builds in PvP and be viable.
I think somebody mentioned in chat that they were going to nerf that AB build.
Yeah. Which was frustrating because I ran the stupid Lexington event thing 1,000,000 times trying to get this fucking chest to drop, and RNGesus hates me and will not drop it for me. But I mean, I love the Dark Zone. It's kind of interesting that they're going to expand it, so I'll definitely check this out. I'll hook up with Quantum. I'll hold his hand as he'll Sherpa me through the Dark Zone.
Hold his hand.
And I'll threaten to shoot every motherfucker I see out in the Dark Zone. That's all I want to do. I'm looking at people. I'm aiming down my sights. I'm going to shoot him. I'm going to shoot him. I'm going to shoot him. Everyone's talking me out of it. But so I'll check it out. I'll definitely look forward to this.
Kind of like you in chat.
He's like the elementary school version of the buddy system with Quantum in there.
Yes.
Grex, you had a comment on this one.
Yeah, so there is one basically build that rules it all in Division right now, and they said on the cast that they were going to definitely nerf the AB set, the Alpha Bridge build, which is the build that everybody uses for both PvE and PvP. So yeah, they're definitely gonna be doing that.
Yeah, that's probably good.
It's crazy because like I mean, I have most of that stuff, and I still don't have the numbers because I just don't get the god rolls people get, like the drops, and that's what frustrates me with a game like this. Like you spend the time, you get the gear, and you still can't compete against somebody else that has been fortunate enough to get the proper drops.
Yeah, it's all about the gear. I mean, the skill level, it doesn't mean a whole hell of a lot in this game. The gear is so out of whack. And there's so much level to it that
you can get the shot first. You can be blasting the hell out of somebody.
And you're just not going to do damage. No. You're just not going to do the damage.
So
it'll be interesting to see what happens after this last set.
Oh, before I know we need to move on.
Yes.
But so Johnny, will you be taking care of this new DLC? Will you play some of it?
I'll get my 5 minutes in.
He did purchase it.
Can we get you to rank 14, maybe?
I think I am at rank 14, aren't I?
No, you're 13.
Oh, am I? Okay, I'm not close. I'm not far from 14 then.
Not far from 12 either, are you?
I'm closer to 14 than 12.
Anyway,
yes, exactly. Anyway. All right.
We can
So
talk
that's
about Johnny's lack of gameplay all night long. All week long.
Okay. I'm ready. Let me settle in.
Jesus.
It's going to be a long night.
Oh, boy. Get your coffee, folks.
Yeah, we got a giant bomb level podcast coming your way now.
All right. Enough of that shit. Let's talk about it is the 50th episode of the ReaperCast. So we decided to do something special since it's a nice round number, close to 2 years worth of this show. Episode 50, we decided to talk about GRG through the years, talk about where we've been, what this community is all about, and where we see it going in the future. So I guess first thing is the old history lesson, to bring up the old term, too old to shoot, to bring back some memories. Jack, I'm going to let you kind of guide us through the history of GRG.
Ugh. See, now I'm unprepared I don't have any notes because I was kind of just going to wing this shit. Too old to shoot. Man, I miss that name. I did enjoy that name. I enjoyed the clan. Too Old to Shoot was a clan from a website called Too Old to Play. I wound up, I joined Too Old to Play, God, it must have been, I don't even remember when Rainbow Six Vegas 1 came out. I joined up Too Old to Play. I was looking for some guys to hook up and play some private games with. I originally got the 360, and I didn't even play Xbox Live because I couldn't stand the nonsense you heard over live. I couldn't stand the bullshit from the young kids or the rap or whatever going on. So when I found Too Old to Play, I was like, oh, this is the greatest thing in the world. It's adults that want a game. So I was all into it. We played Rainbow Six. I think one of the guys in the clan had an extra Xbox, so he was able to host private rooms, and we'd fill it every night with 16 people. So it was great. Every night we'd be playing Rainbow Six. And so I wound up joining Too Old to Shoot because of that. And we went through that. Eventually, things took slowed down. Rainbow Six 2 came out, and people weren't too much into it. And I wound up assisting No Game, running modding for Too Old to Shoot. And we decided to kick it off like Modern Warfare. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 came out. We decided to make that the main focus for the game, and we started running clan nights and recruiting towards that. And so we basically built that clan from almost like a dead roster back up, and I think we were hitting like 150 people or so. And with Modern Warfare 1 and 2, we were running clan nights, private rooms of about 2 or 3 private rooms on a Wednesday night. We decided to make a clan nights on Wednesdays. That was our main focus. We all get together Wednesday nights, kind of what we do at GRG with community nights. And so we would run private rooms. We'd run 2 to 3 rooms on Wednesday nights, and then throughout the week we would just randomly group up and play. And so that's pretty much about it. We wound up growing, I think 150 people. We were very active within Too Old to Play. I kind of made sure that my guys participated in the forums outside of the private clan forums to help Too Old to Play. Also, I was a Too Old to Play site mod, and I attended 3 of their LANs, which were a great time. I missed those. They were a fun time. We went out to Chicago. Everybody brought their Xboxes, their monitors, and we drink and game and carry on and bullshit with each other. And it was a great way to actually it was awesome to get to see someone's face. You talk to somebody for years, and you finally get to meet them face to face, and made a lot of good friends through that. And that's pretty much about Too Old to Shoot, where we came from.
And let's see. I think we all have roots back to Too Old to Play. All of us do.
Us from here, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these the 4 of us.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Let's see. I didn't. When did I join Shoot? About 2011. Was that about it? About 2011. It was.
I don't have that notes.
Yeah, I think it was about 2011. I think it was about 2011.
History of everybody who joined.
No, it was just Grex. When did you? You've been in longer than I have.
I came in around Modern Warfare 2.
Okay, yeah.
I was in Shoot for a while, and then I backed out because I was just tired of shooters at the time, and since that at the time that was the main focus. So I was in there actually before either you guys were, and then Jack just drove me crazy enough that I said I got to leave this place.
I don't blame you. And it was easy then too because there wasn't too many titles and too many craziness. So you had like one main game, and at the time, Call of Duty was such a Modern Warfare was such a unique game at the time. It was totally different than any other shooter out there. That it was so popular and it was easy to kind of focus on that. And we played that all year round. That was a big part of Too Old to Shoot.
Yeah,
I came in there
overall,
around that and Halo. Like I found Too Old to play off a Halo Xbox community night.
Yeah, that's how I found it too. No, mine was a Gears community night.
I ran
and
a
then
few
a
of
Halo.
those Too Old to Play community nights. In fact, I even got to talk to someone from Microsoft and set one of them up. It was for the Call of Duty one, and that was an interesting thing. I wish they still did it, but I got to work with Microsoft, get it promoted through Xbox Live, and that was a neat experience. I totally forgot all about that.
Yeah, it's too bad they don't do that stuff anymore.
Yeah, I wish they did. That's just that sucks that they don't do that, especially with this console. I mean, those were great.
What sucked at the time, because you can only have 100 friends. And since I was the main contact for the Call of Duty one, my name was listed on the event. And so on Xbox Live, people are looking at these community events. They see, Too Old to Play, they see Call of Duty, and then they see my name. And I was fucking bombarded with friend requests. And it's like, you're trying to jockey. So I was able to knock off like 40 people. So I cleared off 40 people. And the whole night, you're like adding and removing people, getting them into the parties and play some games and whatnot. It was crazy.
I joined Too Old to Play back in 2006 and then found clans like Shoot. And at the time I was like 34. And I remember these adult gaming websites and what we even have now with Grim Reaper Gamers is so valuable, because I was at the point where I was starting to question in my 30s, am I too old for this? Should I be doing this anymore? Should I be gaming? And finding communities like we even have now is really helpful. I was about ready just to, even though I liked it, to say to myself, well, I'm in my 30s, I'm an adult, I shouldn't be doing this. So finding communities where there were other adults that are still into it really was a relief to me, that it was okay to still play video games.
Yeah, and that was a big thing, because I mean, let me tell you, when I first got my Xbox and I got Live, and 2007, which was the 360, and I got my Live and I got on there and I heard a bunch of 13-year-olds talking about fucking my mom. And I'm thinking, this blows. This is not one bit fun. So
you were thinking it was your turn. Oh, wait, never mind.
Wow. That escalated quickly.
Jeez. And so I went to an adult gaming site.
Mistake number one.
Yeah. And compounded the error. But anyway, so yeah, I found that through a play. I think it was a Halo one. Halo was the first one I did through Too Old to Play when I joined. Joined a couple groups there, and Rainbow Six was another one that was big at the time. So, and it was really nice just actually talking to people who, had jobs, had shit going on, couldn't always game 24/7 and trash talk and all that shit. I mean, we trash talk, but anyway, so it's nice to have an adult community to play on. So what was it about, Jack, when was it? About 2013?
I guess so. Yeah. About 3 years ago. We decided to, Too Old to Play was the site was winding down. The level of interest wasn't there. And it came to the point where we weren't, agreeing with the direction they were heading, which I'm not quite sure where that is, but so we decided we wanted to keep our community going. I know they were talking about removing clans, which I think was proper for them to do, but I wasn't sure that they would be able to handle or take care of Too Old to Shoot. So we decided, me and Grex were talking, we decided to take Too Old to Shoot and move it to someplace else. And we decided, we were looking at a couple different things. Neither one of us were super familiar with building a website or putting together a community other than a basic clan. And we stumbled across this software, a website called shivr.com, which allowed you to set, well, you could do it for free. We paid for the $15 a month, I think it was, to host a site and move Too Old to Shoot over to there and just continue what we were doing and at least use that as kind of like a stopgap until we could figure out what we wanted to do at that point. So,
and it wasn't bad. I mean, it served the purpose. I think it was quickly outgrown.
Yeah, I think it worked pretty well. I was pretty satisfied with what they had to offer for the price. I mean, for free, you could do most of the stuff. And I think we paid $15 because we wanted to use our own domain name and a few other reasons. I forget what they were, but I mean, they had forums, they had like a blog, the stuff you kind of need to kind of run a community, and it all worked pretty well. It was kind of plug and play, real simple. But we decided we needed a little bit more. So,
yeah, I think shivr was like, we looked at Engine too, but Engine likes to nickel and dime the crap out of you on every little mod and everything like that. And then Jack found shivr, and it kind of all bundled it together. So it made it real easiest for us to just set up a quick area and we could move out. Because Tool to Play was we were one of the few active groups still there. And when the management over there just started not, listening to us or trying to, we just didn't understand where they were going. So we decided that we like to not lose the group of people that we're gaming with today. We felt we had a good group of people to game with and stuff like that. So, we split off and decided to start up our own thing.
And it wasn't a bad transition considering kind of how quickly it was all put together, especially behind the scenes. And we really did pretty well getting everybody over. I don't think we lost too many in the process.
No. Everybody pretty much came right aboard. We were a pretty good, tight group. The Too Old to Shoot core that came with us were very tight. We were very close friends. We gamed with each other for years on a nightly basis. It was more than just getting online and shooting people together. So a lot of us are like Facebook friends. A bunch of us met each other in real life. So it was one of those things we just wanted to stay together. And it was important to us. So,
yeah. So the name change. Do we remember who came up with that one? Was it kind of a group effort? It was you.
Was
it you, Jack? All you.
I forced it down your throat. It was me. I'm going to take credit for this one. We didn't want to keep that. We wanted to not steal someone's brand. I know a few of the other clans that moved on kept the same name or kept the same brand. We wanted to come up with our own identity.
And I think, and that was big for you. That was really big for you. You didn't want to, that was something major on your plate. You didn't want to just steal.
Yeah, I felt that was
the
wrong.
Name and run.
I thought that was just kind of a dick move. I kind of, it was bad enough that things, took a turn the way it did. And so I wanted to start over, start new, and come up with a name. I think that the importance of Grim Reaper Gamers, it may not be the greatest name, but we were looking for something that was kind of easy, flashy, and we could create a logo for, an interesting logo for. So when we came up with Grim Reaper Gamers, the idea was adult gamers, being old, dying, whatever, Grim Reapers. I just figured it would be simple to create a logo and artwork for the site. And it was just kind of a flashier name. So that's kind of where we came up with that.
Personally, I've liked it a lot more over the year. I mean, it was good at first, but it really grew on me over the years. And like you said, it still incorporates we're older gamers. We're not a bunch of 13-year-olds acting like dicks. We're a bunch of 43-year-olds acting like dicks.
Yes.
But
but we get sleepy at around 11 o'clock and
we go to the Sizzler at 4:30. We got to take our 50 pills by 9.
Yeah, the good thing is by 11 o'clock we're done gaming.
Yeah. Is that Brady standard time or?
Oh, Embiid standard time.
Embiid standard, nice. EST, Embiid standard time.
Okay, so what do you think, GRG? What space do you think they're currently filling right now, other than the bulk of our chairs? That joke went great. Let me tell you. That joke that just flopped right there. Let me tell you right now.
That was really good, John.
Oh yeah,
I
that was
don't
great.
understand the question there, but
What do you think? What do you think GRG provides right now? What is the big thing that they provide?
A lot of Excedrin purchases for Lala.
yes, a lot of headache. Well, I mean, we're looking for the adult gamer, someone that's over 25, someone that's a little bit mature, mentally mature. We like,
but not too mature.
Not too mature, definitely, but somewhat above 13 years old, but maybe 14-year-old mentality. Yeah, we need someone that can take a joke, someone that's kind of takes gaming lightheartedly. An adult gamer that wants to kind of win, but hey, if they lose that game, whatever, no big deal. Fuck it.
I mean, we kind of fill the space of people that aren't like MLG crazy about one specific game type of. It's more of a casual gaming group.
Adult gaming group.
We all know that we're not that great at games. We suck.
Yeah.
Comparatively to people that take it really serious, and that's where we fill there. We don't just go one specific game and work on every little nuance and need every little thing and worry about, our kill death all the time. We look more to just play games and enjoy hanging out.
And I think that's what's different between GRG and Told to Shoot. Told to Shoot was so focused on a specific title or a specific style of gaming. Where now GRG, we've kind of abandoned that. Right now, there's so many different options, so many different games to play, so many different styles to play. So we're not limited to just one specific game, one specific console, one specific, console versus PC. So we're looking for gamers that play on, maybe an MMO like Elder Scrolls or Warcraft or Space FedEx, like
not MMOs, because the guild leader yells at you.
I never yell if you're good and follow directions and look up builds and play your role. It will play shooters. We play racing games. We have an active group playing Madden right now. They have their own Madden league. So we've expanded from just a basic little tiny clan to something a little bit more broad.
And we really needed to, because when we were just Shoot, the site handled multiple games. There were groups for Halo, groups for Gears of War, groups for Rainbow Six, groups for Call of Duty, etc. Sports gamers, groups for that. Now GRG, we encompass everything pretty much. I mean, we can, you come in, you want to play Destiny, that's great. We got a group. You want to play Battlefield, that's great. We got a group. Madden, whatever. It's more, shit, we got a movie night, for crying out loud. I mean,
yeah.
And that kind of goes into the next question. Are we more than just a pure gaming community? I mean, we kind of have we evolved to more than just a clan.
Well, I view that as that we talk about a bunch of shit. I mean, we got TV spoiler threads where we talk about television and we all laugh at Lala trying to troll us with his movie hatred. And you develop friendships with people that you necessarily would ever have met. And there's times when people are down in the dumps or have issues in life or whatever, and they use our community to have somebody to vent to or, get advice from. So it's not just games anymore. It's kind of like life.
Then we have some people that come to a city to watch a sport event and totally ruin the rest of the season. I'm not going to name names or team, but ever since a specific person came to a sporting event in Philadelphia, they lost every single game.
Yeah, I'm going to come to the home opener.
Game since
home opener tickets are purchased. Your season's done.
Mother effer.
I think that's what I really like about where, we had it started before we went to GRG, but it's really developed since. There's a lot of tight friendships here, not just cases of we just know each other through gaming. I mean, look at what happened when Evolve passed away. How it hit the bulk of the group. Especially those that had known him for years. These are more than just a bunch of gamers that just get together on Wednesday nights. These are people, people you can confide in. I get texts from various members of GRG just, shooting the crap, or, PMs through Discord or whatever, just chit chat stuff, not even gaming related half the time. We just talk.
I get texts from Grex and Claude, but they're private, and I won't share them with anybody.
You talk about them a lot for not sharing them.
Yeah, the
Jack trolls for nudes.
The base for the Evolve, and that's like one of the things. I mean, like it's funny because you look at, you would think it's just, I'm just playing video games with just some random person on the internet, but over the years you develop such a friendship, even though they're online, they're a virtual friend. I mean, you get online and you look forward to the jokes and the humor and the conversation with that person. It's more than just, GRG is more than just getting somebody to fill a squad, to fill out the party, the squad, or the fire team. I sign on because I want to bullshit with people. I want to talk to somebody. It's more than just winning the game or building up my KDR. It's
we're not an LFG site. We're really trying to build a solid community. Sure, the main focus is gaming, but that's not all that you have to talk about, right? I mean, talk about anything that you feel like posting down in the forums or whatever. It's really trying to connect with all the other people in the community. So clans, the whole essence of clan was it focused around one particular game. When that game went out of style, or people lost interest, it just got old or stale or whatever, how many of those people stayed together and moved on to another game? You'd lose, 3/4, and most of the time the clan ended up just dying on its own. We're trying to look a little past that and drive a real community, because, like Lala and Jam said, I mean, we've been gaming together, most of us, and a good group of us have been gaming for over 10 years together. So, it's those kinds of friendships that you build over time and things like that. And that's what we're really trying to drive here. So as people come to the site, register and things like that. And that's why we always try and drive people to the forums to, enter the discussion, become involved. Because really a good community will end up driving itself as it goes. And having staff or whatever, it's just a person that helps keep it going. So, we're always looking for people to be involved, no matter what level they are or anything like that.
Well,
I'm always looking for people to just tell me that they agree that Superman sucks.
Oh, I think you'll get the whole site to agree with you. But as far as what Greg said, that's
boot his ass.
I can't stress enough the how badly we just constantly always need the assistance from the community, even if it's something basic as I want to run a Destiny night and run old raids on Friday, put up a post, just kick together something. Simple things like that help GRG in such a huge way, and I really appreciate stuff like that. Every little bit helps. I mean, you think just running one simple game night is meaningless, but it's a huge help to us, and that's what we look for.
Yeah, and I think what I like the most is that gaming is the thing we have in common. Gaming is the thing that brings us to this site, but it's more about hanging out, shooting the shit, having fun, bunch of laughs. Not necessarily worried about. I mean, if we comment on somebody's KD, it's usually in a joking manner, except for Jammer gives me hell all the time. But it's just it's a camaraderie that we have here, and that's what I think really drives everything anymore. Is just that it's kind of that place where everybody knows your name. Type of thing.
The cheers of Xbox Live.
Oh
there we go. The cheers of gaming. Grex is easily Sam.
You've
taken Norm. I'm Norm.
You've had two awful things said now today. You're not doing. This is not your best show.
Oh, please. That was
you're struggling.
That worked fine. All right. So where do we see GRG headed now in the future? 2017 and beyond.
I'm shutting it down tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
This is it.
It's been a great run,
Good night.
folks.
Goodbye, everybody.
Click.
Well,
we never really talked about the move from Shivtar, but the reason why we always stayed there for about a year, and then we moved off that because we felt that it just wasn't giving us what we wanted to do with the community to build out all the extra things that we're trying to drive within the site that we have now, which we moved to our own private server. So, and building out the forums that we have and our main site to help really connect people and give them the tools that they could do that and try and make it easy for everybody. So, we're always looking for ways that we can improve communication across members and things like that and make it easier. So we always welcome ideas. I mean, it doesn't matter. Well, anything you think of, just throw up a post, and start a conversation, because that's what's really going to drive it.
Oh, I absolutely agree with this, because when we switched from Shivr to our own hosted site, and we came across the discourse forums and kind of both fell in love with it. Like me and Grex were like, this is what we want to run. If we're going to run a forum, I don't want a basic shitty ass forums that's out there. We wanted to run this specific forums because it's so modern, so advanced, and it pretty much updates live. Like if you can have a conversation on there in real time and it'll appear on your mobile phone. I mean, it's crazy how good this forums works. The downside was it needed to create your own. You had to host your own server, build a server, run all this nonsense, and it was a big learning experience for me and Grex. We just we went from not being able to do this to learning how to do this, and right now I'm in trouble because Grex handles the majority of like the coding, so I'm screwed. I can handle some of the server stuff, the Linux stuff, which was fun because now it's I was able to use the stuff I learned from building the site in actual real world environment. I use a lot of Linux training I got from building GRG in my job now. But as far as, asking for ideas and stuff, I mean, we're winging it. We're doing what we can. We try to, our goal is to streamline creating events and getting people into games at night or getting people together. So I think we originally built the site and we've changed it. We have had a version 2 already, which we streamlined. We cut down a lot of stuff. We got rid of a lot of the stuff that was unnecessary. And I think it works pretty well. I mean, you have the calendar on there. It looks like something from the Xbox, like live screen, the tiles. The forums work great. The news, the WordPress, the front end is working extremely well. It looks great. It looks fantastic. I'm very pleased with it. So, but if you have any ideas, any suggestions, please let us know. And don't hesitate. PM us or shoot us or put them in the forums. I mean, we can discuss it, work it out.
I'll tell you what, between discourse on the forums and Discord for chat, we've got really solid methods to communicate. The forums are just about real time.
Yeah, the forums, they do run real time. It's crazy how that works, and I love it.
And then you got the chat room that's really, I mean, this Discord is really nice for chat. For just a quick BS session.
It's got voice chat. We got 3 voice chat rooms. Use them.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it brings people together for their PC nights.
Yeah.
So with all that now, where do we think that GRG is heading in the years to come?
I'm shutting it down tomorrow.
Yeah, you already said that.
I'm still meaning that. That's a tough question. And I'm trying to figure out how I wanted to answer that. When we initially moved and we built the new site, we had a rapid growth, and I don't think we understood how to handle that rapid growth, and it didn't work out too well. We had some issues, some growing pains, and it's upsetting because I always wanted to have that. We had a large PS4 community on the site, and that fizzled out. And unfortunately, the PS4 people that ran that didn't understand the tool to shoot ways, the GRG ways, and it wasn't being run proper, and we had to kind of just axe it And hopefully one day we're able to restart or rebuild that. I don't know. But I think what we need to do, where we're heading, is I would like to continue to grow, but at a better pace, just at a proper pace.
Yeah, we've had a decent pace going here the last, I guess around the holiday season and this month as well, going into 2017. I think we've had a decent pace here. We've had a handful of members joining up, whether they're PC or Xbox especially.
Yeah, so I think where I personally like to see it go is I would like to see some people step up and help out in some form or another. Like I like to see our staff grow, whether it's we get new actual staff members or we get regular members step up to be like super users or something, and help us run events and get stuff going. I want GRG to run itself instead of like me micromanaging every event. So
not super members, maybe bat members, but not
bat
super
members. I'm sorry, yeah, no one wants to be a super.
So you want your new members to be powerless.
I want them to be as handsome as Ben Affleck, and
which is why he has to wear a mask all over his face
as he kicks the shit out of Superman.
Yes, I remember reading that comic. It happened in the comics. And
that's the official book of GRG.
It is the official comic book of GRG. Is The Dark Knight Returns by Frank Miller, who's an incredible comic writer. I highly suggest it. Read that book while you drink your damnation. But yeah, so I'd like to see us continually grow. I would like to see GRG get larger and expand into the PC gaming. I'm hoping maybe Star Citizen will spark that, if that ever comes out.
Yeah.
Pipe dream.
Yeah.
It's on the Duke path.
Rex just wants to take over the world, so and recreate. He wants to recreate IROCs.
I'm just going to turn it back into a Black Desert Online site. That's all.
He's got forum post. There's one forum section that's Kahura's clothing.
That's where GRG funds go to buy the accessories.
Kahura fan site.
Yeah.
All right. So GRG, a little bit of the past, a little bit where we're coming from, and how we're going strong in 2017 and beyond. So, good stuff. Really appropriate for 50th episode. So, let's go to some clan hype. Want to welcome members of the clan. We just mentioned how we've had a nice little flow of members coming in, PC and Xbox wise. So, good to see you guys. Looking forward to getting you guys in games and having a lot of fun. Next show we'll be recording on February 2nd. That's 2 weeks from tonight, of course. Facebook page, facebook.com/Grim Reaper Gamers. You can also check us out in the forums. That's the best place, forums.grimreapergamers.com. Jammer, what's the Twitter handle?
It's grgamers.com and spell out the .dot.
Did you notice someone's been tweeting?
Yeah, at least somebody's doing it.
And see if he's tweeted back that person.
I wouldn't disclose that.
No, I can disclose that. They said I would have fun.
No, you won't. You're gonna hate that game.
Well, but I pretended that I would like it.
It's like exactly what games he's gonna hate.
I'm getting it.
You're gonna hate that game.
I'm getting it.
You're so gonna hate that game.
I'm getting it. I'm gonna get on your boat.
Not getting on my boat.
I'm getting on your boat.
Also, we have a presence on player.me. Search for Grim Reaper Gamers. And on twitch.tv/Grim Reaper Gamers. We do pick up various members and host their games as they stream on twitch.tv. All right, guys, thanks for being on for the big number 50 extravaganza.
Yay!
Yay!
God. Such excitement.
Yay. Should we have like at the end of the Super Bowl or something where I can like say I'm going to Disney World? Made it through 50?
Maybe going to Universal?
Yeah.
I'm just concerned for Tom Brady in the Super Bowl when he wears all his rings after he wins this year. I mean, like, it's a lot of weight.
Don't go swimming.
No, he can't swim. No, he's going to need a life preserver.
Nobody can swim in UGG boots anyway, so. All right.
I don't know. That's a lot of rings. That's just a lot of gold.
All right, let's wrap this up, shall we? I want to thank everybody for listening. Remember, check us out on the YouTube page, youtube.com. We have our Grim Reaper Gamers page there. You can catch all old episodes there. Also, you can check out past episodes on iTunes, Google Play. Lala, where did you, what was the latest thing that you added to? Stitcher?
Yes, we're on Stitcher, Google Play, all that nonsense. iTunes.
Subscribe to it all.
Download. And please, if you can, leave us a review on iTunes. We would appreciate it. Grex will send you nudes. He will send nudes, I promise.
We'll send sexts. Absolutely.
Yeah, he didn't say nudes of who, but
high quality sex too.
4K.
So anyway, review us on iTunes, Google Play, wherever else. Subscribe, check us out. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Jack, Grex, Jammer. Thank you guys for being on. For those guys, I am Johnny Hustler saying, take care. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Do not game alone. Good night, everybody.